EPC Lab is the EPC RFID technology testing laboratory created by INDICODE ECR GS1 Italy and the School of Management at the Polytechnic of Milan in partnership with Hewlett-Packard and Telecom Italia. The real strength of this technology is that it makes it possible to identify a product right across the supply chain using radio frequency. The handheld optical reader has been replaced by a tag that emits a radio signal and antennas that receive the signal and then send the information to a computerized management system. This technology helps cut time and costs in all phases of the supply chain, from the end of the production line to the consumer buying an item in a shop. It also reduces the chances of an error to zero. EPC Lab, the hub of this technology, has a dual goal: to carry out feasibility studies and tests on the implementation and improvement of RFID EPC technology for all supply chain processes, to supply manufacturing and distribution companies with objective elements that show the potential of this technology and how it can work for them in their specific area. In pursuit of these goals, EPC Lab carries out scale reproductions of the various phases in the supply chain using RFID EPC technology. When goods come off the production line, they move on to a conveyor belt, where RFID tags with unique product identification codes are attached. A pair of antennas then immediately read this electronic tag to check that it's working correctly and that it contains the right information, as well as to ensure the correct flow of goods. The pallets, containing either one type of a product or a mix, are prepared in the assembly area. The warehouse worker, using a forklift fitted with an RFID reader, picks up the desired pallet. The system, through the tag, can identify whether or not this is the correct pallet, thus highlighting any errors. During the storage phase, the worker places the pallets in the assigned warehouse location. Each storage location has a tag with an identification code. When the pallet is placed in the location, the reader on the forklift checks the information on the location tag to see if it is actually the correct one. This avoids errors that could otherwise compromise efficiency down the supply chain. The same checks are carried out when an item is collected to be dispatched. The goods arrive at the loading dock after passing through a portal that reads the radio frequency. Using the tags, the system checks that the correct products in the correct amounts have been selected. This process prevents the inefficiencies that stem from invoicing errors and products being returned or out of stock. This portal carries out the same role when goods are delivered. Counting errors are removed, delivery anomalies are picked up, and changes can be made before invoices are issued, thus preventing administrative disputes and making the warehouse inventory more precise. This technology has an enormous advantage in retail stores when it comes to operating efficiency and customer relations. An RFID portal located between the warehouse and the sales outlet controls the flow of goods, ensuring the shelves remain correctly stocked. As such, out-of-stock and shrinkage problems cease to exist, and automatic reordering processes are optimized. If the shelves are equipped with antennas and readers, called smart shelves, then customers' picking habits can be monitored, thus opening the way for further marketing initiatives. Radio frequency optimizes checkouts. RFID portals can quickly read and identify all the products in a trolley, allowing customers to pay for their shopping autonomously. Such a system also acts as an anti-theft device, without requiring any further sensors or antennas. EPC Lab has already tested RFID technology on over 150,000 items, generally from essential product categories, working out the best ways to apply the technology to each. To ensure this know-how gets to the business world, EPC Lab organizes various educational and informative events, including tours and courses. Moreover, it also takes its know-how to companies through the consulting services for members who are looking to carry out research and pilot tests in their companies. In this line, an ROI tool was developed to allow companies to realistically assess the costs involved and consequent benefits from adopting EPC. In a world where the future is already here, EPC Lab is increasingly a leading light when it comes to assessing how resources can be used to improve the supply chain. All of EPC Lab's initiatives are linked to GS1 Europe, and especially the European EPC Lab network, which allows operational synergies and research results to be shared across national borders. This is just another way that companies can ensure they have a foothold in an increasingly competitive and growing market. EPC Lab provides Italian companies with a new way to manage the supply chain.